For the last 20 years, the Dallas Cowboys have made moves. But every now and then, you make a move that isn't just a signing, this isn't just a trade, and it isn't just a roster update. Sometimes you make a move that's symbolic, a move that's layered, a move that means more than what's on the transaction report. And this one right here, Quinnen Williams, this is one of those moments. This isn't just about adding a great player. This is a transcendent move, a triple entendre, a shift, a declaration, and honestly, something I have never seen the Cowboys do in my entire life of watching this franchise. Because the Cowboys defense has completely changed. Let's start right here, because the Quinnen Williams move is bigger than football. It's bigger than stats, it's bigger than contracts, it's bigger than position upgrades. This is a moment within Cowboys history because it doesn't just represent one, but three massive shifts that are all happening at the exact same time. Number one, finally, the front office is truly making an aggressive investment into the trenches, something that the Cowboys have never done on the defensive scale. Before 2025, the nose tackle position or the defensive tackle position was one of the bottom 5 in positions in terms of cap allocation with the Dallas Cowboys. So what's happening now has not really ever happened. Number 2, it's the Cowboys fully aligning with Brian Schottenheimer's philosophy of his original blueprint, which was building this team from the inside out. Of course, his answers in his early press conferences, especially around the draft, was later, hinted, but then it was confirmed when they drafted Tyler Booker, which was the first domino. But this is what the front office saying is that we're technically going all in and we're giving Shotty exactly what he asked for, almost everything. We'll talk about that later. And number 3, which may be the most important part, is that the Cowboys are finally breaking their own bad habits, breaking their cycle, breaking the old identity from Booker to Quinnen to Kenny Clark to paying Osa to drafting Toia. I've never seen the Joneses fully commit premium resources to the trenches on the offense and defense in the same era. This isn't random, this isn't accidental, and this isn't a lucky offseason. This is an organizational shift, and this is why this move is transcendent. So let's get one thing straight, man. Quinnen Williams isn't just a normal, regular defensive tackle. He is a multiplier. He changes the math of the entire football field. He changes the entire structure of how opposing teams play the Dallas Cowboys. See, for almost 30 years, Dallas has lived exclusively off of the edges. Speed, finesse, and explosive athletes. Leon Lett, Russell Maryland, that was the last time the interior dominance ever existed. The last time Dallas truly built from the inside. From 2000 to 2023, interior pressure was a straight up desert. No investment, no identity, no culture, no understanding of the developmental cycle, nothing. And if you watch my old defensive tackle video, you remember exactly what I said. Dallas doesn't understand the position. They didn't understand the timeline. They were a draft and develop team trying to develop one of the slowest developmental positions in the sport with no vets, no mentors, and no system. It was destined to fail every time. Mozzie was the perfect example. Talented, but thrown into a situation where rookies aren't supposed to thrive. But with Quinnen, he breaks all of that. He brings fear to the middle. He brings leverage. He brings chaos. He brings a type of pressure this franchise hasn't had since the 90s. When you collapse quarterbacks from the inside, it changes everything. You don't just get sacks, you get distortion, you get disruption, you get a multiplier of value of everyone around you. This is the new Cowboys. I want y'all to really think about this. In the last 20 years, Dallas has never, not once, built a defensive tackle room like this. Like in the past, they tried to add maybe one vet, you know, bringing in a Jonathan Hankins via trade, or maybe McLean or Hayden, but never two high quality Pro Bowl level vets, and never paired them with a homegrown defensive tackle already in Osa, and also never paired it with an actual rookie prospect like a Jay Toia. This is the first time Dallas has a premium defensive tackle rotation, real interior leadership, real hand technique knowledge, real developmental structure, real identity, real expectations, and real culture. For the first time ever, the Dallas Cowboys have built a defensive tackle ecosystem, and that breaks a 20-year cycle and half measures and patchwork that never solved anything. This is the first time the Dallas Cowboys built something that can grow. Now, this is where the video goes deeper below the surface. See, most people think with the Quinnen Williams move that the biggest winner are the linebackers or the defensive backs or Dak or even your pass rushers that you already had. Nah, the biggest winner, the biggest benefactor is actually Jay Toia. Let me explain why. Jay Toia becomes the first Cowboys rookie defensive tackle / nose tackle in the modern team history who doesn't have to carry the entire burden, doesn't have to start too early, doesn't have to develop alone, doesn't have to get thrown into the fire, doesn't inherit a dead defensive tackle room, and actually have veterans to learn from. He has Quinnen Williams to teach him violent hands, footwork, leverage, and a burst to study. He has Kenny Clark, his anchor, his mass management, the weight room philosophy, and gap discipline to emulate. And then you have Osa, his versatility and his interior quickness with the counter moves to learn from. He has multiple archetypes to copy from, something no defensive tackle prospect has ever had with the Dallas Cowboys. For the first time, a Cowboys defensive tackle will develop in an actual environment with mentorship, structure, leadership, and time. This move doesn't just upgrade the present, it literally changes the future. And here's the part nobody understands unless you really study this team. Moves like this become blueprints. They become organizational memory. They become the standard that the Cowboys can reference years down the line. Dallas always looks to the past moves to determine what to do next. This move, this incredible move, is layered. It's a layered investment into interior dominance. This becomes one of those moves, man, because when Quinnen, Clark, and Osa start tearing through NFC offenses, when you finally see interior pressure the way the 90s Cowboys saw it, when you finally see the linebackers freed up, when you finally see Toia grow and develop behind pros, the organization will remember. We can never ignore this position again. They will have proof that this model works, proof that this identity wins, proof that trench dominance isn't optional. It's foundational. This is the spark. This is the reference point. This is the beginning of a new Cowboys era built inside out. So look around at the trenches now. On offense, Booker, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Guyton, Terrence Steele. On defense, Quinnen, Kenny Clark, Osa, Toia. This is the strongest trench foundation the Cowboys has had in years. This is what changes a team identity. Football is won in the middle. Football is controlled in the trenches. Football is decided by physicality, leverage, dominance, and discipline. Finally, after years of finesse, after years of underinvesting, after years of avoiding their own weaknesses, the Cowboys built something real, a foundation, a core, an identity. And that is why the Cowboys defense has completely changed, because this is the first time in decades the Dallas Cowboys built this thing the right way. It's been my time, Cowboy Nation. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Hype the video if you're watching on your mobile device. Turn on notification bells. I love y'all so much. Until next time. Peace.